What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Legends Tomorrow Season 2, Episode 17, Aruba, the season finale. So this season finale was one of the better season finales that we've had within the Arrowverse, in my opinion. It was one of the best season finales because it was kind of confusing and a bit misleading to the general viewer. But I'm going to break everything down for you so you can understand it. So it started in the Wave Rider. Rip Hunter was trying to figure out how to get out of where he was. So he discovered that he'd been shrunken down to a tiny size because he's like, destination, next window. So that was after a discussion with Gideon when he realised, he asked her what it was and it was a death clamp, which was kind of funny. Such a funny scene with this. Then the Legends are looking for Rip, and then Rip ironically contacts them, and he's there, and we get Heatwave who picks up the ship, and it like sends the ship crazy, and then he's, please stop it. It was such a funny, cool scene with it. So yeah, it turned out that it was the Atom Suits technology that shrunk the ship, and the Atom Suits technology took the ship back to full size, but not before we had a cute little scene when Rip kissed his suit like he was in love with it, and then we got a cute scene where the ship was firing at Damien Dark and he was laughing. And it was really cute because it was like a miniature toy, which was kind of funny. And then the ship broke out of Star Labs 2017, and then it like time jumped back to before the spear was used back in the war scene, the war kind of episode that we had. So obviously Eobard Thawne knew this, and he chased and he ran back in time with him, which is kind of cool. So then the Legends have to interact with their previous self, which has massive consequences for the rest of the season and the next season. So Atom gets the blood, and Eobard Thawne comes along and kills him, pulls his heart out, which reminds me of the evil queen within Once Upon a Time, as she does that in there. But the funny thing is, he's not actually dead, as this is like the 2017 version, not the previous version, so he's not actually dead. Then Eobard Thawne warns the Legends warns the Legion of Doom about the Legends, that we've got two sets of Legends to deal with, which kind of makes it a bit more complicated and a bit more complex. And it's funny, he zooms out and Damien Dark has to spit his tea out, which was hilarious. So eventually the kind of previous Legends find out about the older Legends, I suppose you could call them, and that something must have messed up massively in the space-time continuum for them to come back and break the one rule of time travel, which is you cannot interact with your previous self. And then they obviously discovered that something went wrong, Vixen died, and you know the rest. So it was pretty cool seeing Sarah talking to Sarah. These scenes must take absolutely ages to film because there's obviously one person and another person. Would really love to know how they did it. So they had to try and do a time jump because Captain Cold, Malcolm Merlin, and Damien Dark were attacking the ship, so they had to do a time jump. Then we got a time storm, and they didn't actually get anywhere. So it was a one-way mission. So the Legends from the future, I'm going to call them, had to let the other Legends get to their spaceship to fix everything. So there was a fight between the Legion of Doom and the Legends. Some people died, but they didn't really die because there's two sets, and it kind of got confusing for some people. But you just got to remember, as long as the previous Legends didn't die, everything was cool. But what really didn't make sense to me is, how did Jefferson take out the Dark Archer, who he was the head of League of Assassins at one point, highly trained, and he took him out? It was very fake and very fake. So the scene came when Reverse Flash came, and he came back in absolutely awesome way. We've seen the most flashes we've ever seen in one spot. So he said, if you want to do something properly, do it yourself, which is a very sweet quote. So he brings him and literally every time remnant with him of himself, but obviously not every time remnant. So this is what he meant when he said he's going to go and get help. So there's like 20 odd reverse flashes, which is insane. But you got to remember, the only real one is him, the rest are time remnants. So Sarah's got the spear, she starts doing the incantation. to take control of the spear, and there's a massive fight going on. And then we get our beloved Katie Cassidy scene with Katie Cassidy and Katie Lotz, aka Sarah Lance and Laura Lance, where they get a scene. It's not real. Laura says you can rewrite everything. Liang knew her dying and everything, but she won't do it because she's good. And it was a fitting scene. It was I'm really glad how they did it. It was a really fitting scene. She got to say goodbye to her sister, and we're going to see her as Black Siren on Arrow next season anyway. So it was a really good way how they did it. And Reverse Flash took the spear, and she's like, I may have changed things. So he can't use a spear. Then he says, we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. And then, wait, my God, as I called it, the Black Flash came running like a motherfucker. Came running, and the Black Flash killed Reverse Flash. Or did he? And there was a scene when he started to disappear that looked really similar to the season finale of The Flash season 1, guys. So don't think for 1 minute that the Reverse Flash is dead. He's not dead. Technically, he died, but there's going to be a way that he's going to come back. We have a multiverse. There's so many ways they can rewrite him back into the show, and we don't know if all his time remnants are dead. I mean, the Speed Force will protect him, even though the Black Flash works for the Speed Force and the Black Flash killed him. But I think it's funny how the Black Flash phased through it, phased his hand into him, because if you know anything about the Black Flash, he has the touch of death. So I guess everyone's going to be like, oh my God, the Reverse Flash died, Eli Thorne died. The only thing I'm a bit disappointed with, the actor Matthew said that you're going to find out what's inside my Reverse Flash ring this episode, but we didn't see the Flash ring at all. So I was a bit disappointed about this. I mean, let's just go over the kind of CGI. The CGI on the Black Flash looked a bit better. I don't believe it's just a costing issue why the Black Flash looks better on the Flash. I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think of the scene? I mean, Reverse Flash is going to come back, but how do you think he's going to come back? And do you think Reverse Flash is going to be part of season 3? I guarantee we will see him on Flash in the next couple of episodes. I really loved how Black Flash finally killed him, and people are going to go, oh, but Warstu, well, how is the Black Flash here? Because in the previous episode he was locked up. Well, because they're not in the previous timeline, they're in an earlier timeline, so the Black Flash is free. So it was so cool how he came running for him. I felt he did justice, how he dissolved, kind of like he did at the end of season 1. It was just a setting, kind of fitting scene. So then the Legends took Captain Cold back to 2014, wiped his mind of anything just before the point where he was going to be recruited by Reverse Flash. So that's cool. So that means that Captain Cold is alive in the Arrowverse, which is cool. And also Damien Dark is alive in the Arrowverse. And obviously Laura Lance will still be dead because that was going to happen anyway. It wasn't clear whether he wiped his mind. Nate said he wanted to stay with Vixen, and Vixen was going to go, but Vixen will be in season 3 of Legends of Tomorrow. Rip Hunter left, said that he doesn't feel like he's needed because Sarah is the captain. I would like to see more of him, okay, guys, but no, don't for 1 minute think that Rip Hunter is not going to be in season 3. He's going to be in season 3. He's just not going to be a season regular, guys, so do not worry. And then because of the ramifications of what happened from them interacting with their other selves, they cause a massive dip in time, and it turns out that in 2017 there are dinosaurs. Yes, guys, there are dinosaurs. So dinosaurs in 2017. So I feel like the next season is just going to be trying to fix the time ramifications. So it ended in 2017 LA, and there's dinosaurs. So it's going to be quite an interesting kind of next couple of months. I mean, they will be announcing a new character. They have said that it's not going to be an original DC character. So guys, let me know in the comments down below. I will be doing a season 3 video when more kind of knowledge and information pops up. So guys, let me know, did I miss anything? What was your best moments? Do you think Black Flash is awesome? Do you think Reverse Flash is dead? Because guys, they're not going to kill off the Flash's greatest villain ever, because in order for the Reverse Flash to be alive in the Flash, he's got to be alive in Legends. So you know what I'm saying, Reverse Flash is still going to be alive. I mean, do you now think that Savitar is Zoom? Because I did say it, and based on this episode, I'm now thinking that Savitar could be Zoom. Don't hate me. But anyway, guys, I've been your host. I've been Warstu. I hope you enjoy this. I'm going to have my 2,000 subscriber giveaway competition prize winner in the next couple of videos. Sorry, I've just been busy doing a few other things, obviously live streaming a couple other things. I'm going to be reviewing the first episode, Prison Break, later on, and then the first episode of iZombie from Season 3. Cheers for love, guys. I'll catch you in another video. Peace out.